If you recently got divorced and you're feeling like your life will never be the same again, keep listening. I have some information that's going to help. Let me set the stage by telling you a true story that happened to me. One night during my first marriage, I'd gotten off work really late. I was having trouble staying awake on the drive home. Around 1 o'clock in the morning, I finally pulled into my apartment complex, completely exhausted. As I climbed the stairs to our apartment, I could feel the lack of sleep kicking in. My legs were weak and my eyes were heavy. I was trying to be quiet so I wouldn't wake anybody. I finally got to the door to unlock it. As I opened the door, sort of half asleep, I didn't see anything in my apartment. No furniture, nothing on the walls. It was empty. So I thought, man, I must really be asleep. So then I literally walked backwards and closed the door. So now I'm back outside, standing in front of this door, wondering if I'm dreaming. I stood there thinking, how did I just go in the wrong apartment? But then I realized, wait, I used my key to unlock the door. This has to be my apartment. So I unlocked it again and walked back into the dark, empty space a second time. Now, there was some moonlight coming in through one of the windows, and as I started to look around more, I finally saw something that gave me evidence that I was in the right apartment. It was my wife's dog. It was a little Pomeranian and was huddled inside a kennel in the corner of the living room. So I got her out and then I walked into the bedroom. All I found there was our bed frame. No mattress, no linens, just the frame. And then I looked in the closet and saw my clothes, but my wife's clothes were no longer there. Obviously, I knew what had taken place at this point. When I walked in the kitchen, there sitting on the counter was a piece of paper. On the paper was a note from my wife that read, "I took what was rightfully mine." Rightfully mine. Seems like you took everything. So there I stood in the middle of my apartment, in the middle of the night, with my wife's dog and nothing else. I was confused. I was angry. I was sad. I had so many conflicting emotions flowing through my body at the same time that I didn't even know how to react. Maybe you've had a similar moment in your divorce process where one minute you feel like you want to punch your ex in the face. And then the next minute you feel like you would do anything to have them back. You miss them so much. It's this immense pain going from anger to sorrow, back to anger. These emotions make you not even feel like you want to eat. I remember I could barely drink water because it hurt my stomach so much. You have this overwhelming feeling like your life will never, ever be the same. If you're nodding yes right now, I want you to know that I'm very, very sorry for what you're going through. It makes me hurt to know how badly you're hurting because I've been in your place before and I know how much pain you're experiencing. I want you to know something right now that's very important. If you can hang in there, building a happy life after divorce isn't just possible. It's a real opportunity for you to create a life that's better than what you've ever had before. As strange as that sounds in this moment, it is completely true. So let me give you 3 powerful truths about creating happiness at this point in your life. First of all, it's imperative that you realize that happiness after divorce requires rediscovering who you are right now, post-divorce. During marriage, our identities often become intertwined with our partners, and that's totally normal. We make compromises, we adopt shared goals, we become a team. And sometimes when we're in a team mindset, we can lose touch with some of our own individual dreams and desires. So your first step towards happiness is giving yourself permission to reconnect with the person you were before your life became we and us. Ask yourself these questions. What did I love doing before my relationship? What dreams did I possibly set aside? What parts of myself did I downplay to maintain harmony? What's something I've been wanting to do for a long time, I just haven't done it because of other circumstances? Now, hear this. This isn't about rejecting your marriage experience, because there are hopefully some good moments and some growth in your own life that happened during that time. So it's okay to enjoy those good memories and acknowledge your growth. But now it's important that you reclaim the parts of yourself that may have been muted during that chapter. You can start this by making a list of activities that once brought you joy, but maybe they fell away during your relationship. Choose one of those activities this week and reintroduce it into your life. Second, it's time to rebuild your decision-making confidence. After years of collaborative decision-making, many newly divorced people struggle with decision paralysis. It's totally normal. I went through it too. Every choice can feel overwhelming because you're out of practice making decisions based solely on your own needs and desires. So it's okay to start small here. Let's start with something like, what restaurant do you want to eat at? What color do you want to paint your bedroom? What movie do you want to watch? These seemingly minor decisions will rebuild your confidence muscle and help you start to trust yourself again. Be sure to give yourself grace during this period. It's okay if you make some decisions that you later regret. That's not failure. It's information that helps you have a better understanding of yourself. And now, the third truth is this. Happiness after divorce comes from building meaningful connections, both with yourself and with others. Divorce often disrupts our social circles. Let me tell you, it can really screw some of them up. I've lost some friends and even some family members after a divorce, as rumors are, flying around and being spread. People don't know who or what to believe. It just makes an awkward situation. I even had people who didn't really know me get pissed off at me because of something my ex had told them. Unfortunately, you can't control everything, and this stuff it's going to happen. The worst part, though, is that when this does happen, it leaves us as the divorcee feeling completely isolated right when we need support the most. So be intentional about making connections. Pursue new connections based on who you are now, not based on who you were in your marriage. Join groups centered around interests you want to explore. Volunteer for causes that matter to you. Volunteering to help someone else in need is like healing for the broken soul. Also, find and connect with people who resemble what you want to become. Keep in mind, those might be people who have already been through a divorce and who are now living happy, productive, and fulfilling lives. They're the ones who are going to understand your journey the most, and if they're supportive in a positive way, they can have a significant healing power. Befriending someone who's had a shared experience like divorce, but now stands confidently on the other side of it, can be a transformational presence for you. And honestly, that's exactly why I'm here. I want you to know I've been divorced twice. I came out on the other side both times. And now I love my life more than I've ever loved it before. So I know that you can come through this and you can have a much happier, more fulfilling life too. If you're ready to move from simply trying to survive your divorce to creating a life filled with purpose and happiness, I want you to know you're in the right place right here. Every week, I release new information specifically for you, offering encouragement, support, and answers. You can receive more of this information simply by liking this video and subscribing or following me here at Divorce to Direction. There's also a link in my description where you can sign up for my email newsletter that provides even more in-depth support. So Don't let confusion during this time keep you from the happiness that is waiting for you just around the corner. Like the video, subscribe and follow, and become a friend so we can walk this journey together. I'm going to help you get to the other side.